Daddy League. No need for it with the Madden Companion app. Only thing the Daddy League does is allow you to make trades over your phone. I can send you a league invite once I'm done my game if you want to check out the roster. Just don't cut anybody. That guy out. What's up? You gotta make it presentable for me. Military man, I can eat whatever.
We're at the
What's up,
oldest
man?
continually operating stadium in the
Hello?
NFL as you get a look inside
Hello, hello, hello,
Lambeau
hello.
Field in Green
Hello?
Bay, Wisconsin. We all
We
know
all
this
know this community lives for its
Packers,
Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are
Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Here's Kali2Thumbz to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side, trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Go. Hey, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky fighting to stay upright. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You see it? 18. Hey, gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Gotta go. Red, up. Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Go. Red, up. Red, up. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky's first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond now on the return. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of changes in the offseason for Green Bay, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see a severe shakeup there. But the best thing for them, Aaron Rodgers, still in a Green Bay uniform. 16 games from Aaron Rodgers always makes Green Bay a contender for a Super Bowl crown.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Over here. 59 Mike, check. Here we go. 58. 49, check 49.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. For the Bears last season, Charles, as they come out here, a 2-game improvement, but when you go from 3-13 to 5-11, not enough to save their coaching staff. So in comes 40-year-old Matt Nagy. He's the new head coach and seems to be bringing a new optimism with it.
Yeah, and you hate to put too much on the shoulders of not just a new head coach, but a second-year quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. But this is the city of broad shoulders, and I think that he has them, and he's looking forward to working with this new crew. And similar to teams that really elevated.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Gotta go. Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Move. Lock in.
They'll try to run forward with Howard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You see it? You see it? Move. Switch. Hey, gotta go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Let's go. Move. Hey, we got 4 down. Man, up. Check safety. Move. 18. Man, up.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Zoom. 4 down. 319.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Gotta go. Hey, 18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set up. 180. Hey, 18, 18, 18. Hey, 18, 18, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's got some space here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Lock in, lock in.
Again, it's Howard. And some space here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Howard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey. Hey, no. 319. Shift. Hey, 86. These sneaky guys. Watch out for 86. Flip it down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Hey.
Now Rodgers going deep for Montgomery. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jake Ryan in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, up. 180. Red, up. Red, up. 18. Red, up. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. Right side, there's Dicker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
319.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Red, up. Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Blue. Red, up. 18. 18. Red, up. Here we go, G, get up. Red, up. Red, up. Red, up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
We're go, let's go.
They pitch out to Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never...
That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos with the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Blue. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Trubisky. He shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts.
I will send you a league invitation now. These are the league rules. I really do. I will send you a league invitation and a link to join the league. Provide your PSN. I will post the league rules in the league again.
I did like the guy who was alone with his wife. They seemed like they had really good banter and connection. But they completed each other very, very well. So, Andrew, you got to see 2 sides of how marriage can work. Yeah. Okay. Where would I?
What do you mean custom roster?
Based off of calcification, which constitutes being able to see if something could work. What leads you to that? How much research do you need to support that it's a calcification that helps lessen fear? And if it proves that the case, then why not use that as a form of
Sent. I will provide you a link now. I need your PSN, sir. And I'm sending the link now.
This order is back. Let's see your agoraphobia or whatever it is. Isn't agoraphobia all about fear? Like when she said the guy held her at gunpoint, I just thought she was involved more than she didn't have, you know, if they didn't have fear. But yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. Like I was working a job in Stockton, and I would have to be there like 4 in the morning, and I would walk to work. So I would, I would have to leave at like 3:30. And my mom and my sister like, oh, aren't you nervous? Like, no. The more fear you have, the stronger you get. So I'm putting out that fear. So I was like, oh, mom. So I did.
After some conversation with a couple of the co-commissioners, let me introduce the following new rules to the league. We are dropping the play call rule. Things have been updated. We are going to a more relaxed style of play. We have some new users joining, and this is also the reason why. So from here on out, there is no play call count. There's no play call rule. You may call what you like, when you like, as long as they're within the confines of the 4th down rule, the roster requirement, and please read them at your earliest convenience.
Is it aware or is it fear? Is it aware or is it fear? You know what I mean? Like, are they the same? You're the best person to have in the circle. You're the one that's ready to complain. You're the one that survived. Sounds like a pretty awesome party. Who is this?
Let me know once you're in. If you have any penalties, I will clear. Now, this roster predates the Khalil Mack trade. However, you do have Frank Clark.
I saw a whole bunch of her at the Cottonmouth trial. She was all in it.
Let me know once you're situated. I will clear your penalties and reset your confidence. Let me know the 2 players on offense and defense that you want upgraded to star. You will see that the Bills have a more than adequate roster. They had a decent draft. Plenty of speed at the wide receiver position. I'm down. We're in Season 2, Week 14. As I stated before, this roster predates the Khalil Mack trade. However, you will see that you have Frank Clark on your team. Let me know the 2 players you want upgraded to star. 1 on offense, 1 on defense. I know you have your own set of rules. However, let me share these with you. I started a new league, which is now my second league, and they seem to be working very, very well. It takes a lot of stress off you as a commissioner. There is no play call restriction rule on either side of the ball. So basically, let people just play, but within the confines of a 4th down rule, roster requirements, default rollout plays, and nano. You still refuse to learn, bro. People don't treat this like a real NFL game. That's why you have to put the rules in place. But it is what it is. I'm cool. Most people gonna get their head cracked by me anyway. I will clear your penalties and reset your cap. Confidence. The reason why I'm recommending that you put rules in place is because your interpretation of what a real NFL team would do is different from my interpretation. And now you're asking 32 users to imply their own 30 interpretation. However you want to do it, bro. I'm just going to provide you with adequate data. It's up to you how you choose to implement it. I'm not speaking to get something done my way. I'm just speaking what has definitely worked. I run 2 leagues and I'm sitting at 31 users in one league and 32 users in another. since you are starting fresh and all the players have been updated, but the draft picks have not been updated, are you going to honor the draft picks that got traded to the teams? If so, these are the picks that need to be transferred to their appropriate teams. I had to do it in my Lude League. No problem. You guys have time. We don't advance until tomorrow. Yeah, it works, bro. This shit's working.
I'm sorry, but the person.
Terminator. Where's the love? What's up, bro?
Just about to get on Madden.
Oh, okay. So far the rules in the new league seem to work. Nobody's complaining.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy today, and he's supposed to play me, but he said he got to work.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hello, his name is Trey. Hello.
Yeah, we don't advance it to tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, man, we'll catch up tomorrow then.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I said,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take no. I mean, you know.
I played so relaxed. It wasn't even funny. I wasn't even trying to make sure I called this play just to get that in. Just played.
Yeah, man. I mean, just like guys are playing, and they're like, yo, I said, no bitching, man.
There's no need for it. You can call and run what you want, when you want, how you want.
Yeah, I mean,
It's up to you to stop it.
you just gotta follow the rules.
Right.
There's only 4 or 5 rules.
Yeah. And they be like, oh man, it seems like you got a lot of. I said, how's it a lot of rules, bro? I basically put a no huddle rule in there for you guys to go no huddle one time per 4 downs. And the reason why I did that is because they have it right now. If you was to run unlimited no huddle, the defense can't change his play.
Right.
It's a glitch or something. So I had to put that in there. 2-minute warning. I don't care if the defense can change their play. Let them make their own manual adjustments.
Oh yeah, you got that boy Kali2, that's his name, the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't he in that other league that was in?
He might be. And I just implemented the rules into Fandemonium. I just said to hell with it because I added 4 new people, so we back to full strength over there. And I just say, guys, just call what you want to call. Just play within the 4th down rule and the basic shit.
Right.
So we looking
This
good.
dude just gave me.
And so far, ain't nobody trading, bro. Ain't nobody trading. They like, man, hell no, I ain't trading.
Hell no. I just picked up Miles Jack. Fucking alien.
From who?
This dude, man, he wanted this fucking top-notch DN that he wanted, right?
In what league? In my league?
No. This dude gave me D.D. Westbrook. He gave me D.D. Westbrook, Miles Jack, and a first-round pick for this 99 overall guy. Miles Jack is a 91 his goddamn self.
Wow.